Just a quick video from A&A. I just want to show you some of the progress of the cleaning and painting I'm doing on the some of these tractor parts. Just a little bit of elbow grease, some wire wheel action. This oil pan was really bad and was caked up terribly bad with grime like an inch thick. It was so dirty in here. Let's clean that up, wire wheeled the edges around here. Got this as clean as we could, and coated it with a good coat of paint. This isn't Ford blue. This is Rust-Oleum's safety blue, which is the closest we can get without actually going with the original color. That would be mixing and need a paint gun and way too involved for what we're doing here. This is the new timing cover. Already got the new seal in it. It cleaned up really nice. If you remember, the governor lever was on a shaft in here, and there's a little oil seal that was rotten and was causing some oil leakage over here. So we got that seal coming, and we'll get that in there. But everything's cleaned up nice. This is the pipe going from the hydraulic pump down to the hydraulic lines that run back to the hydraulic reservoir in the back there, just under where the top lid is at. Anyway, just even the bolts, the one that's going to be exposed and all, we're trying to clean everything up. Push rods, head bolts, breather cap. Got my hydraulic pump taken apart because it was leaking all over the place, and there's a O-ring that goes in there that was gone. There's a seal that was in there that was gone, and so the seal rode along this shaft, rode on the shaft right here, which it's kind of gouged up. But this little part right here is extremely expensive, so I'm gonna try to polish that, get it as best I can. We have the kit for putting the new seal. We got the gaskets, and there's a new seal that goes in it, the bearings that go in there. So we'll be putting that back together, get this cleaned up really good, put some paint on that. So just wanted to give you a quick update. The engine is at the machine shop, and I don't expect it back really anytime too soon. So I do have plenty of time. Here's some parts that I had painted like years ago, just never got around to moving forward on the project. But these parts have been sandblasted and painted. New battery tray, Spicy Egg Roll brand, so I'm not sure if it's going to fit right or if we're going to have to modify it. Bolts. So the head was missing some items because someone has been in this engine before, and this is not the original engine for the tractor, by the way. But these little spacer, guess thrust washers, I guess is what you would call them. The original ones you can't find anywhere, and I do mean anywhere. They're a 13/16 inside diameter, and they are, trying to remember, 1.25 inch outside diameter. But the kicker was the thickness was 1/16. Couldn't find them anywhere. I found these on the internet. They're a thrust washer for, I forget what they're for. The inside diameter is perfect. The outside diameter is just a little larger than the original, but they're going to work great. And what it does is it lets this let your rocker arm move smoothly without, because I don't know what happened to all these, because I only had 2. I don't know what happened to the rest of them, but if I tried to put it together without these in there, and these rocker arms are like scrubbing up against the post here, very rough like. And so I'm like, there's got to be something, supposed to be something there. So I ordered those. They're not cheap. So I think there's for 5 of them. For 5 of them, it was I can't remember, $15. Oh, 3 of them for $15. And I needed 14, but you can only order in sets of 3. Anyway, these are the little oil tubes. This oil tube, of course, it's not connected to anything right now, but when we bolt the head to the engine, this will go down to the oil pump and connect there. It'll be one of the ports from the oil pump. It pumps oil into this cylinder here that everything's riding on. So it pumps it full of oil, and there's little holes in it. Everywhere you see something, there's a hole for oil to come out. Fills that up, oils everything really good. Any excess comes out the other end into this pipe, and the only thing this does is it just drops it right back out on top of the head, and it'll roll back down into the oil pan. So anyway, we got the head is pretty much ready to go back on the tractor. We've got lots of parts. We got the head gasket in. That's the side cover gasket. It's the oil pan gasket. We've got all kinds of, I don't know what down there, a little bit of everything. All kinds of gaskets and thermostats. Who knows? I'm sure we're missing something. This is a gasket that goes under your shifter lid, because we've got a little leakage around the shifter, so we'll probably take the lid up, replace that. We're gonna try to seal everything up as good as we can. Of course, last but not least, we'll put the new steering wheel on, because the one that's on there is it's pretty bad. But I just want to give you a quick update on the progress while we're still waiting on the engine to come back from the shop, and still have some parts to clean. We still have the flywheel, and I didn't know what that bearing in there was called originally. That's a pilot bearing. I'm not a transmission guy, so I'm sorry, but that is a pilot bearing. We were able to find it, got it. It's really oily around it, because the little engine was leaking some oil and stuff everywhere. Going to clean this up. We'll reuse the clutch pressure plate. May reuse the disc, because it was in such like almost new condition, which is shocking. That's this little side cover plate that we still haven't cleaned and painted yet. Still lots of stuff to do, but we're trying to get ready so that when the engine does come back, we can start assembly in pretty quick order, and start moving forward on the project, and get to where perhaps we can fire this thing up before the end of the year. And it is October the 2nd today. So that's my goal, is by the end of the year, we're going to have the thing running shoot, who knows, man? We may be driving this thing around the yard. I don't know. Want to take it to some tractor shows. That'd be nice. I'm not a sheet metal man guy, and we got a few dents in the sheet metal, so I may have to reach out to some folks for some help. But anyway, you guys, y'all be safe. Hope you enjoyed it. Be kind to one another. See you next time.